Hey, it's Sam. I'm making this video about Venus moving into Sagittarius on Monday, January 6th. So Venus is going to move back into Sagittarius on January 6th. It's going to be there until February 26th. It's going retrograde back into Sagittarius, and then it will be there, as I say, until February 26th, and it's going to change direction on January 30th. So Venus moves into Sagittarius, then it keeps moving backwards. It's retrograde now. So from January 6th until January 30th, Venus is going to keep moving backwards in Sagittarius. So whatever sign, wherever Sagittarius, I should say whichever house Sagittarius falls from your rising sign primarily, you're going to be experiencing a kind of reflection and introspection around values, respect, self-respect, how much others value you and respect you, how much you value and respect yourself. These are big Venus themes. And of course it'll be in the domain of life that shows wherever Sagittarius falls. So like if you're Aries, Sagittarius is in the 9th house. If you're a Virgo, Sagittarius is the 5th house. I'm sorry, Sagittarius is the 4th house, excuse me. If you're Leo, Sagittarius is the 5th house. So you're going to see that area of life influenced by Venus moving retrograde until January 30th. So again, when it moves retrograde, we reflect upon this thing. We ask ourselves, am I appreciated? Was I respected in this situation? Am I respecting others? Am I selling out my long-term vision for short-term pleasure, or the highest sense of beauty and connection for short-term pleasures, like for instance trading like eternal love and beauty for, you know, short-term happiness and vanity and things like that. That's the nature of Venus retrograde. And of course a lot of this is played out in our romantic relationships, but also in all relationships with others. So that's going to be something that we're all going through sort of collectively with Venus retrograde. This is the way you look at it. The planet itself is our shared sort of karma around that thing. We're all reflecting on these Venus issues right now, and in a Sagittarius way. Sagittarian in the sense of, am I selling my high vision and principles, which is Sagittarius, for short-term pleasure? But then it's going to fall in a different house based on when you were born. Like if you're Gemini, it's in your 7th house, which is about relationships. Like I just said, if you're Libra, it's your 3rd house. So then it's going to influence that area of life as well. So that retrograde continues until January 30th. Then Venus starts moving forward again, and then it's in Sagittarius until February 26th. So again, it's almost another month for Venus before she actually clears Sagittarius then at that point, and then she'll go into Capricorn. So that's a long time for Venus to be in any sign. And of course Venus already went through Sagittarius back in December. So it's quite there's quite a lot of Venus in Sagittarius energy. And I talked about this transit at length in my 2014 web class. It's an hour-long web class where I talk in great detail for each astrology sign so that you can know how this Venus in Venus in Sagittarius transit is going to affect you. Venus from Capricorn to Sagittarius, and this whole kind of dynamic, how that's going to affect each of the 12 signs, as well as Mars aspecting. That's the other part of it, is Mars is now in Virgo. Mars is going to be in Virgo and Libra between now and the middle of 2014 until the middle of this year. But Mars is in Virgo right now, and he's going to be aspecting Venus as it goes back into Sagittarius, because Mars casts a 4th house aspect in front, and so he's going to be aspecting Venus there. And those planets by aspect are really important. But I also talk about that on that 2014 web class, so it's free. You just sign up. There's a link here, and I really encourage you, if you haven't seen it, to sign up. And even if you did, maybe watch it again, because it really sheds a lot of light and a lot of insight on this Venus cycle of, from Capricorn to Sagittarius, back and forth, and also the Mars cycle that we're going to be dealing with. Mars in Virgo and Libra for like 8 or 9 months, because Mars actually entered sidereal Virgo around the end of November. So it's already been in Virgo more than a month. And then it's going to poke its head in Libra and then go backwards into Virgo again and then move forward again. So Mars isn't going to clear Libra or Virgo until, I should say Virgo and then Libra, until well into 2014. In fact, not until, well, it's actually until like August of 2014. Let me get the exact date. Actually, until early September. So again, from the end of November of 2013 until early September 2014, Mars is either in Virgo or Libra. So this sign, these two signs are getting all this Mars energy, which is, of course, highly unusual. Mars usually goes through a sign in less than 2 months. Instead, he's going to be in 2 signs for about 8.5 or 9 months. So again, you've noticed this shift in this recalibration in how you are measuring self-respect, as well as the respect you give others, your long-term vision and purpose, and your short-term pleasure and happiness. These themes in general we're all kind of relating to, especially as it corresponds to romantic partnerships and all kind of negotiated deals that we have with other adults. That's due to Venus retrograde. Now it's going to go into Sagittarius. It's going to become much more fiery, much more, even a little bit more contentious perhaps, because that difference between long-term meaning and short-term pleasure is going to be much more magnified. But the higher quality of that is devotion. And when we connect what we love and what we find the most beauty in, what we find the highest beauty in, which is Venus, with the highest good that we can imagine and our life's purpose, which is Jupiter, it can be incredibly devotional, where we find sort of beauty in all things. This is why Venus is exalted in Jupiter's sign, but it's exalted in Pisces, not in Sagittarius. There's a reason for that, which I'm not going to get into here, but you still see the same sort of qualities, and so a very interesting time, and you'll probably want to get more insight into that. So check out my 2014 web class. I talk about the whole year. I talk about, I go over about 10 things, the 10 most important things to look for, and then I focus on the Venus cycle and the Mars in Virgo and Libra cycle. So anyway, hope you're having a great 2014 so far, and leave me some comments, let me know how you're doing.